Welcome everyone, Costin here with another Gwent guide for the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The glorious Nilfgaardian Empire. How to play them, how to defeat them, what you should take into consideration when building your deck. Let's begin with the leader. And like with every video that I'll do on this subject, you can find two links in the description below which will tell you where you can get every single card in the game. Out of all the variations on Emir as a leader, only one is worth using. Every single one, besides that, is crap. Oh, play a torrential card from your deck. Useless, besides the Northern Realms. The Emperor of Nilfgaard. Look at 3 random cards from your opponent's hands. Okay, if you don't have anything else. Emir Varmaris, the White Flame. Cancel your opponent's leader ability. Because the AI is crap, this is useless. And the only one that's useful, the only one that's really worth using is Emir Varmaris the Relentless. Draw a card from your opponent's discard pile. Any card. So obviously, this is by far away the best you can use. Now Nilfgaard, building a Nilfgaardian deck is a bloody pain in the ass. Why? Because Nilfgaard has so many bad cards. So many terrible cards. There's no way around this. The Impera with their free strength. Oh, they have tight bond, you say. Well, good luck with that. The Northern Realms have the Blue Stripes Commandos, which have 4 strength and tight bond, which, you know, doubles their strength. So you have 4 possible Impera guards you can get in game. Good luck with that, by the way. It's just not worth using. The Nausicaa Cavalry Rider, even more useless because they only have 2 strength and there's only 3 of them. Swears, Albrecht, Rimmed, so many useless, crappy cards. So, which cards should you use? Well, it depends on what cards you have. It can be very, very difficult building an entire Nilfgaardian deck. My recommendation in terms of using cards you should use if you have them is a Sirver Anahid, Fringilla Vigo. Those are the only 2 range cards that should be used. In terms of melee cards, use Vesemir, Zoltan, Regis if you have them. Kahir is also a decent enough card, but the rest of them are just useless. Really useless. In terms of siege, you have 3 options: the Heavy Zerrikanian Fire Scorpion, the Zerrikanian Fire Scorpion, and the Rotten Mangonel. The only one worth using is the Zerrikanian Fire Scorpion. Or if you're lacking in options, use the regular Fire Scorpion, not the heavy one, like I have. Neutral cards. Yeah. Neutral cards are better than the majority of Nilfgaard's cards, like Vesemir, Zoltan, Regis, and so on. Actually, there's no one else. Yeah, just these 3 are worth using. Also, Villain Threat, as always, is the best card in the game. Dandelion is less useful with Nilfgaard, considerably less useful in Nilfgaard than other factions. You do have good cards in terms of Siege Engineer, Young Emissary, the Aetolian Auxiliary Archers. Although 1 strength, they're also medics, and you can get 2 of them. And you also get the Siege Technician, so useful. The best cards you have are the Black Infantry Archers. These 2. I always aim for the knee, or I aim for the knee, always. Your spies are weaker than North, but you have the same quantity as they do. So something to take into consideration. The one card you should go for is Vatir Diridu. Now, unlike the North, which has 2 main ways of playing, you only really have 1 way of playing as Nilfgaard. Everything else is just a bloody mess. And that way of playing is the Black Infantry Archers and the Young Emissaries. Get these 2 things together and you probably will win. Young Emissaries have 5 strength and have tight bond, so you have both of them at the same time, you'll get 20 strength from them combined. Black Infantry Archers, very useful as well, with Commander Horns. In fact, you might even be tempted to go with 3 Commander Horns for Nilfgaard. I will remove 1 Impenetrable Fog, instead go with another Commander Horn, and I'll remove 1 Biting Frost, go with the Scorch. I only have 1 Clear Weather, just in case. I have every hero card. Now, in terms of heroes, the only card worth talking about here is Mano Cohorn, which has the ability to revive a dead unit. He's a medic, very useful there. Lefo, Tibor, and Vorhis, not really that useful. As a North, you have 4 cards, though you do have better hero cards, because, well, slightly better because you have that revive ability on Cohorn. Alright. I'll remove Triss as well, so I'm down to 22 cards. The Nilfgaardian deck is a pain in the ass to build because of all the weak cards that you get, and it's very difficult to properly play. Probably one of the more difficult decks to properly play. It's, in my opinion, the weakest deck of every faction in the game. In Gwent, it's the weakest one because you really only have one way of playing, which is Black Infantry Archers and Young Emissaries, as well as the Auxiliary Archers. They're added to the mix. All right. So I'm playing against monsters. Now monsters, well, you really need a Biting Frost deck. Now I've got all my free spies here. I will replace the Tolian Auxiliary Archer, and I'll get instead Young Emissary, by chance. And I'll also replace the Siege Engineer. He's a good card, but Geralt is better. So, you use those Young Emissaries. I'll also make use of my spies. I just played that one. Time to play Shillard. 7 strength card. Powerful, which is a bad thing, actually. Much as they come. Oh yes. Monsters! Well, though, they seem more powerful than they actually are. That was not necessarily a smart idea on my behalf, by the way. What I'm lacking here is... What I'm really lacking here is a Scorch card. I could really use a goddamn Scorch card. Anyway, I'll just play that Black Infantry Archer, double his strength, and then play this other Emissary, go to that much, and then double their strength some more with Dandelion. And that's it. The battle is won. The monsters have been defeated. Glory to Nilfgaard. So how do you defeat Nilfgaard? Well, Nilfgaard AI is the worst AI in the game. There's no way around stating that fact. They are, quite frankly, shit. So, defeating any Nilfgaardian opponent, unless they get Black Infantry Archers, is quite easy. But that's the thing. They can use those spies, they can use those Black Infantry Archers, they can... A good Nilfgaardian AI opponent, what he'll do is use all his spies, if he gets them, or as many as possible, and then he'll use one or both Black Infantry Archers. That's the main problem. Also, perhaps that heavy Zerrikanian Fire Scorpion. Those are the only cards you have to worry about. The spies, the heavy Zerrikanian Fire Scorpion, and the Black Infantry Archer. Having a fog against Nilfgaard is a good idea. In many cases, your leader ability will be cancelled by theirs because many players actually use the cancel enemy leader ability to fight you. Now, in this case, what I am going to do is use Villain Threat, kill a lot of those monster cards, and just win for that. Simple. Right. Easy, right?
Oi, Geralt!
Weakest deck. Annoying to play, not really all that fun. Nilfgaard is really lacking. Playing the Northern Realms, playing every other faction in the game is considerably more fun than this. Now he's Scoia'tael. So I'm gonna replace one Commander Horn. I do have one Spy. I'll get rid of one Medic. Oh, I got, what, Cohorn, I guess? Anyway, I'll use the Spy. I'm playing Ciri just because I want to be in a position where I can use my Scorch against him. Simple. Simple goddamn affair. Using Scorch on your own high-level spies, isn't that just goddamn beautiful, right? Seeing as I do like a Scorch, I'm instead going to use a Fog. Though that's not enough, is it? Well, Dandelion. This guy's deck is terrible, by the way, because he literally has no Hawkers. The bane of the Black Infantry Archers. I'll just buff those Arcanian Fire Scorpions then. Or Scorpion. I still have that Clear Weather card, which I'll use a bit later. Or not at all. So yeah, with Nilfgaard, unless he gets the Black Infantry Archer and buffs it, in which case you should always use Scorch or Fog, then Nilfgaard's not going to be a problem to play against. They are literally the worst faction in the game. The easiest to deal with. So, nothing really special to say. They can be dangerous because they have a lot of medics, though I've rarely seen the AI have a lot of medics. They can be dangerous with their infantry, archers, and their heavy Zerrikanian Fire Scorpion, though not everyone has that. And they can negate your leader ability. Keep in mind the spies, they have a lot of spies that are very powerful, so that's a double-edged sword for everyone, you and them. Yeah. Those spies can be quite dangerous themselves. Anyway, that's all that there is to say here. Costin signing out.